So hello and welcome to June's 2026 behind the scenes video, especially for our Patreon patrons. Thank you very much for your patronage. We very sincerely appreciate it. You find me inevitably at the end of June 2026, crouching in the shade in my garden. The horrible heat has passed. We have a cooler day. It's still warm enough to hide in the shade. So this is going to need to be quite brisk because my job today is to cast the promptathon. So I'm just going to make this a brief intro, then we're going to get straight into the videos from King John. I do just want to say that I am incredibly proud of that King John. I think it was one of our best shows possibly ever. Can't say why, just everybody played a blinder. And yes, then I'll be back with a whole bunch of news, and that might just be it for this month. So here come the cast responding to King John. Enjoy.
Hello, this is Tom here, having just finished playing Cardinal Pandulph. Oh, what a lovely creepy role that was. He is great fun to play because he really is very, very creepy. And he had some fantastic lines where he was just using the same words to mean just slightly different things that basically meant believe in the church or you're damned, and everything the words normally mean. I don't know if you've encountered medieval or Renaissance theology, but everything the words normally mean is exactly the opposite of what they mean in the mouth of Cardinal Pandulph, which is really, really good fun to play because all of these people are going, oh my God, I'm being given a theology lesson in the middle of a battle. And you're going, yes, but you're wrong. And now I'm going to start a war because you worship God in a slightly different way from me. Not quite that. I don't think he really wanted war at all. I think he just wanted complete obedience. So unlike the modern church. That was great fun to play. I do like playing creepy characters. My wife tells me I shouldn't enjoy it quite so much.
Right, quick video post King John. Such great performances today. Oh my God, everybody did really well. Not that that's normally not the case, but you know, yeah, really appreciated everybody today. I'm sorry I don't have anything funny or interesting to share, really. I just had a lot of changes of jackets and a lot of sound cues. But, oh my God, the vote, King Lear. What's with you guys? What's the thread? Eye violence? That's what we're going for? Amazing, amazing choice. I really love it. And yeah, we might all need therapy. But apart from that, I'll see you in a month. That's going to be fun.
Hello, just jumping straight in after finishing the run of King John, and just to say a few words about it. As usual, I thoroughly enjoyed the performance, and I got to play Hubert, which, yeah, is a great part to play. And I was interested to sort of explore the emotional dynamic, because this faithful soldier, which is my reading of it, who gets asked to do something utterly appalling, and how that affects his relationship with the king he serves. I thought that was fascinating, especially because, you know, he still remains faithful to the king, but I felt there was a suggestion in the lines that it was more of a tense relationship afterwards. I hope that came across. Yeah, so anyway, a really enjoyable performance. I hope you enjoyed it if you were watching, and yeah, roll on King Lear.
Well, that was fun. In seriousness, it was. I am never not amazed at how easily emotion comes when you allow the text to take you there. And for me, it kind of came together actually this morning when I had this thought about her drinking wine, because I realized she only has 3 scenes to get to where she ends. And in each scene there's a building on the previous in terms of the energy and the intensity. And so initially when I was preparing, I was thinking this character would be quite controlled and like well-mannered, and you know, the initial skirmish with Eleanor would be quite like arch. But it became more interesting to think, what if all of that is her doing her best to hold it together, but at the beginning of the play she's already lost it. She's just barely holding it together, and she's trusting that it's all going to work out because she has these assurances. And then when she loses that, it all falls apart. And I felt like we needed to see the unraveling at the very beginning. And I think finding that really just gave me a lot of energy in the early scene that took me through to the end. So that was a fun discovery, and that's always what I find doing this technique with the Q script, because there's so much room to find something just in the text, and then what you find there is just truth. So this was a lot of fun. Let's do it again sometime.
I will say I was not expecting the story of King John to be this much fun. What was the most fun for me was, aside from the characters, was all the makeup changes. Going from kind of high glam makeup at the beginning and then wiping all that off, and then ending up very injured and on my deathbed as a different character. It was very fun to surprise everyone with this injured state in scene 14. Hope you all enjoyed it. Bye.
Hello, it's Kate Andrews here. If you know my full legal name, no you don't. I'm backstage as Lady Blanche, the only time you'll ever see me in any of this, and Bebe Prince Henry in Shake Scene's King John livestream, which is streaming today at 3 p.m. King John is particularly special to me as it is the final full-length play that I needed to work on to complete Shakespeare's canon, so becoming the first professional to act in or direct all 38 known Shakespeare plays before the age of 30. So let me take you into the behind-the-scenes process on King John.
Upon thy wedding day, against the blood that thou hast married, what? Shall our feast be kept with slaughtered men? Shall braying trumpets and loud churlish drums, clamours of hell be measured to our pomp? O husband, hear me, alack, how new is husband in my mouth, even for that name which till this time my tongue did ne'er pronounce. Upon my knee, I beg, go not to arms against mine uncle.
A lot of people have been asking me, what's next? You've completed the Shakespeare canon. Your absolute life goal. What are you going to do next? And the answer is come and see Shake Scene's Much Ado About Nothing at Hildrop Community Centre, 3 p.m. on the 5th of July, where I will be completing another life goal of portraying Beatrice. So what else is next? I'd also, not gonna lie, I'd like some Ado About Nothing storyline in my real life, but one can hope and go to therapy.
That was the most possible fun.
So that was what they all thought of King John. We very much hope that you enjoyed it too, as ever. So, getting into what's going on at the moment. So, next Sunday, as I sit here, Sunday 5th July, we will be at Hildrop Community Centre in Kentish Town for this year's Hildrop Community Centre fundraising activity, which is a 90-minute Much Ado About Nothing. It's the new edit that we're taking up to Shakespeare North, but it's an almost entirely different cast because I like to spread it around. We've got a lot of regulars coming down for it. Ian's coming, making the journey again, which is wonderful, for example. We also have 1 or 2 people going in person for the first time. We have Tim, who is going to be joining us for a small part. And Matt is back, who we have missed for about the last year because he's been busy being a dad, which is fair enough. So that is all happening 1 week from now. 2 weeks from now, on Sunday the 12th, we'll be doing our next online play, which is King Lear, as voted for mostly by the company. On the 18th of July at 6 p.m, we're going to begin this year's second annual 24-hour Promptathon themed on Summer of Love. So all this year's plays are motivated and driven entirely by love. And that is what I am going to be casting for the rest of today. So that requires me to cast 6 plays in one day. So wish me luck. We have a lot of our regulars. We have a few people coming back that you haven't seen for a while. So don't miss Aaron, for example, who's coming back for Midsummer Night's Dream. This is the joy of doing 24 hours. You know, the Americans have no excuse. They can do the middle of the night shows, for example. So that is all going to happen. It starts 6 p.m. On Saturday, and it finishes 6 p.m. on the Sunday. Thereafter, the online shows will pause until till September, partly because August is very busy and partly because everybody's on holiday. So we will be making sure to put up for you on Patreon extra behind scenes videos of everything that we're going to be doing. So from Hilldrop and from Shakespeare North, because we're going back to Prescott. Yes, of course we are. She said, flipping a page so she can see the date. So we are going to be back in the Sir Ken Dodd Performance Garden, the outside venue at Shakespeare North Playhouse in Prescott, near Liverpool, from the 6th till the 8th of August, which is basically what the Promptathon is, in part to raise money for, as well as being enormously good fun and a good way for us to meet old friends and new friends. So it's going to be Love's Labour's Lost on Thursday the 6th. It's going to be Much Ado About Nothing on the Friday, then both of them on the Saturday. So again, wish us luck. Again, it's a lot of our regulars will be appearing. So we've got Valentina, Dewi, Ellie, Larissa. But we are also taking up, for the first time, Jennifer Jordan, who is an old friend of the company, and Simon Balkan, who joined us in person for the first time at Golden Goose as Brutus. And he's coming up and taking part in this particular bit of crazy for the first time. So it's all going to be really great. It's going to be a great adventure. And then there will be a little break. And then it all kicks right off again in September. There will be new adventures for the classics thread. We have Pride and Prejudice adventures to come. There's an in-person adventure, hopefully, in October. There will also be a new Sense and Sensibility, which we'll be trying out online at some point. There is also a plan to have readings, sort of, so you people can join us online and we will read together entire novels. I think we're probably starting with Pride and Prejudice, but these are all things that are going to be coming up in the autumn, so it's going to be really busy times. I also need to make sure that there is time for me to develop more scripts, because we have new scripts coming up for a new season in the autumn for online plays. Tom has done a new script for Rape of Lucretia. I'm working on Dr. Faustus and all sorts of other things. So yeah, all go back here. So having said I wasn't going to talk, I've talked loads. So I'm going to leave you now and get into my casting zone. Wish me luck. I hope that you will join us for the Promptathon. Obviously, we will make all the links available to you guys for free as thank you. And yeah, exciting times, busy times, exciting times. It's all good. Little added thing is not this immediate coming week, but the week after, I have to graduate for my doctorate, so there'll be more little videos of that if you're interested. And tomorrow, Valentina and I are going up to Prescott to do our flyering trip and to run a workshop. So again, hopefully there'll be videos of that little 2-day trip for you to see. Right, so enjoy your Sundays, wish me luck, and see you all next month with a bunch more news. Take care, stay cool.